How nice and calm my skin looks with all that blue light. What is actually happening? How much am I cutting into the sun to blot out the sun? Look at that. That one dot. Where is my finger? What distance is my finger? What is it doing? From all of a sudden, what it looks like a cloud becomes a bright light. Look at the lines. 1, 2, 3. The angles are coming off of. And then they're pointing towards the right. Can we see more of this if I didn't have this light on? Is it more pronounced? Where are all the lines? Do you see just one finger? Changes the whole perspective of everything. Something simple to begin with. Washing the dishes, tying your shoes. Tying your shoes. Have you ever bent over, unlaced them just a little bit? Forget about everything because you're concentrating on the two laces. And then you tie it up to a certain snugness. Tying your shoes. And you breathe from the bottom of your belly. Relaxed. You want to feel high? You relaxed. So relaxed that the vibration of the planet, the vibration of yourself, your body, and the vibration of your mind. When you can sync your body to the vibration of the planet, you sync it with your mind. When all your nerve endings start to feel good, is it your mind that's making your nerve endings feel good, or your nerve endings picking up from? Anyways, the cloth you use in the sink to wash your dishes, instead of taking one of those big scrubbing things and scrubbing, you don't feel your dishes. You don't feel them. Well, you feel them with food, but then they're dirty and you got to put them in the sink. But you don't feel your dishes. When you're washing with a nice rag, you got to be careful. There's no glass, right? Excuse me. When you're washing with a rag, it's like, I mean, you get to feel the dish, you get to feel every place that it's, when it's a plate that you didn't do. And you don't just pull it, because then you could be pulling the grease. You got to swish it around so the water gets through it and the grease runs out and the molecules of that soap take away that grease. And we're putting them away and making the kitchen look clean. Doesn't it make you feel good? What is it? What is it to mean with self-esteem? What is it? What is the natural high? We all have a natural high of some sort. Mine would be just how excited I got doing the dishes before. I've been a little, I don't know why. I mean, I do them every day, except for last night and then this morning, but I did them this afternoon. If you only miss doing the dishes one time, that means 2 times. That means if you missed them one time, it means you haven't eaten. If you missed them twice, or at your second serving, you got to clean the second serving right away. With the first dishes, that makes 2 sets of dishes. That's two-thirds of your meals of the day. We got this big period at night where we stop eating. So what time do people eat in the morning? Let's say you eat between 6 a.m. You know why 6 a.m.? It could be 5 a.m. And you know why? Because that's the early bird. The early bird breakfast. The early bird breakfast, but wait a second. When you go out in the afternoon, and you want to get your, like, was I in the camera better before, sitting on this angle? The camera's like on an angle. What do I look like to you? Looks like I'm in the middle? Or when the camera's like this? No, I think I look at you better like this on an angle. So you go in at 4 o'clock into the a restaurant or the bar, and it says happy hour. Yes, happy hour. Okay, let me get that out again. We have happy hour, early bird, and happy hour. We have the late night snack. How come all I hear is love songs about love and love and love? Why can't we sing a love song like about an animal? You're such a bear to me. The cupboard was bare. Stuff like that. The cupboard was bare. You were bare to me. You bared it all, and you got bare feet. What does it mean you got bare feet? Wait a second. You can be a scaredy cat. Now I'm off the subject. Wow, we're 2 million people watching this right now. Actually, it's 1,998,998 that are surveying the channel. Well, that's the number of cameras that are noted to be around a certain area of North America. It's somewhere near 2 million of certain webcams, the street cam to this cam to that cam. So they're always surveilling everything and everything to do with the internet, right? So you have how many cities in 52 states or 50 states and Canada. So yeah, that internet, everything is being watched. What goes in, imagine they knock on your door. Who's reporting? The internet police. Who are they? Oh, they only look for certain word combinations. Certain word combinations gives them a code to report. Report to me. I just lined up with Premium YouTube, and for some reason it's like the Mandela effect. Everything has changed. The screen doesn't look the same anymore. I look clearer. All my movements, I mean, I see them right away. It wasn't like this before. Unless in between going premium and doing this, I also updated something to do with my camera, I think. Or maybe I didn't do it yet. Let me check that out. Did I have to do that? Logitech, restore defaults, advanced. So let me check this out here. Logitech. Okay. Well, I guess it's not this. I might have to update it. Maybe it'll update it on itself. Let me check my camera out. Unpin camera. Okay, no. Okay, I'm frozen. Okay, I'm not frozen anymore. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Okay, I can't install the update. That's fine. Okay, whatever. How about if yes, and yes, forget about the early bird. The early bird. We're gonna have the early birdie. Now, what does the birdie represent? What does the birdie represent? Does it represent a tweet? Sylvester? No, Tweety. But we have the early birdie, and I put it with a Y, but it's an I-E. Birdie, D-I-E, the bird die. That's the bird eye. That's when you go golfing, and it means minus. Is it -1? That's right. You get a birdie, it's -1. -1. 1 -1. -1 from what? Then par. So you know that birdie, -1, par. Right away, it's a whole story in there. I'm going to jump into that story, but I got to learn it on myself. Brad, never seen you here. You're suddenly all of a sudden here? You're rad, Brad. Sedone. Hello, dude. D-U-D-E. Yes, something to do with dude. And that's why they have the word dodge, because dodge says something, so dude has to say something else. Now, dodge is all upside down. You know, Dodge and Mac, they're all upside down. M-A-C, Mac. M equals AC and D, MACD. Yes, absolutely, because of the numbers. M13, A1, C3, 1, 3, 13. Remember, where did we begin? There's just so many things that happen. There's 12, where there's twins, because that's where we get 21. Otherwise we'd have 20. And in 12, it's telling you about more than one, because in 12 is 11. And the reason we don't speak about the 12 way is because we can't get 6 and 6. And since 1 lives in 6, try to understand this. It has to make sense. If it doesn't make sense, throw it in the garbage. Just because I said it doesn't mean it's exactly what it is, unless you can twing it to where it slides into place, where we can put it into place. Why 12? I say there were many elves in 12. It also elves, or there could be elf. When can we replace the V with an F in 5 or in 5th? So I'm just showing you that in other situations that they're replacing certain letters, like elf with an F, or elves for many, or 5 or 5th, what all these mean. And they're actually switching the V with the F. Just Spanish switches sounds, V for B. So why 12 and why 21? Why not 20? I'm not really sure, because if it was twins, it'd be 21. 20 equals 5 times 4, 10 times 2. 21 equals 7 times 3. Is that prime? That's more of a, this one has a 1 calculation, the other has a 2. 0 also has another relative reality, that it's all around 1, giving 0. But if you want to look, these are all zeros. So the maximum zeros you can have is 4. Everyone valued at 10, that's 40. How can you value everyone at 10? If you add up 9 areas here, the total is 45. That means if you divided it by 4, what is the true value of this 45 area? 4 divided by 45. So let me calculate that. 45 divided by 4 equals to 1. 0, carry the 5. 4, 50, 40, and you have no. Hold on a second. 1, 4 goes 4 over there, then it's 0, and bring down the 5. So you have 1. You have 1. You have 1 equals 4. 1 times 4 equals 4 equals, you have now 10, and that would be 2 times 4 equals 8. Then you have 0, 2. So it would equal to 1125, 1.125. And that has to fit somewhere into the calculation of the Earth. We already know that. Do you know where I started from this? A dice cube, no matter what you say, has 6 sides. No matter what you say, there are 9 positions on this dice cube on every single side. There are 54 total dice cubes. Let me tell you one thing. If everything was true to the work I do, then getting rich will not get you rich at all. It will take away one thing while giving you something else. Unless you build on it, you will defeat something else. What you want to make sure that basically when you're taking a chance in anything is you only can spend a certain number of hours for a certain number of days, for a certain number of weeks, and a certain number of months. And it's got to be followed, the whole procedure. And if you don't follow it, you're just going to be swallowing your micromanagement. It's all about the micromanagement. So let me get on. We were talking about 4 divided by 45. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This equals to 6, 15, 24. And here is the letters. Fox, 45. So you have 1 point divided by 4 because of the 4 corners. It's either the 4 or it could be the 1. And then there's a different reason for every other one. It's a different reason. So you divide that, you get 1.125. Now, if you multiply it by 2, you get equals 2250. 225, which is 9 times 25, or 250 if you want. 9 by 2 is 18, and 1800 and 450 is 2250. You have to break it down. You have to know what it is. So it's telling you the fox, and this is from Venus, Passage of the Freedom Woman. Passage of the Freedom Woman, whoever she is, that lady in the sky, a freedom woman, gave Jesus his freedom. So this number also shows up somewhere else. I can't remember where. It can tell me a lot of things. It can tell me Jesus Earth. I just wanted to mark down something. There was this number 40. Okay, this has to be done what I started first. So before any of that, I'm not the master. If I'm the master, then you already see what the laws are. Anyways, we have this number and it shows up somewhere else. 25 represents Earth. 11 can represent so many things. But what I wanted to say is that we were talking about the 1 and the 6. I was talking about it or thinking about it. And this gets replaced with this 1 between 4. The 4 value, okay, is equal to 1.125 times 4 equals to a total of the value of 5. Because this is a square, right? You can go this square, you can go as 4. You can make it a 4 area square, and that's this. Or you can turn it into this. So it's either 4 or 9. Since we have to make the biggest equation and we have to find the average between 2, here it would equal to 20. Here it'll equal to 45. 9 times 5, 4 times 5. Same thing. This is 2 times 2 times I don't have my calculator. 2 times 4, 4.5 equals 9. 2 times 4.5 equals to 9. Here's your 4 and your 5 that come together. 4 times 5, 2 times 4 times 5, 5 times 4. 4, 5 comes together. That's your 20. The total is 45. So if the total was 45 divided by 4, you would end up having this calculation over here. So we have to sort of figure out this fits somewhere else, another number somewhere else. Anyways, we have the early bird. We have the early bird minus 1 minus par. 16 plus 1 plus 18 equals to 34 plus 1, and that is 35. DC. Oh, yes, and I didn't finish talking about, sorry, I didn't finish talking about these two boards and explaining something that I don't need this, like I said, is going to be replaced by the 5. See, the one already lives in 6. Now the 5, I don't have the 4 because the 4 doesn't have it. 4 is in with 3. But the 5 has what the 6 has. It's a match. 1 in 4. And here they have one across from 6, creating the 4, creating the half-life. Because that 1 goes right dead center, creating your HI. Create your high O. Why does it create your high O? Well, in the A, where the O stands, okay, the real O stands where 5 is. Where's a dot in the center? So you have to go all around the center, creating your diamond O. Like your diamond 8 in Chryslers. Anyways, these are all hypotheses. And the other thing is because 1 across from 6, right? What it is 1 could be going through 6 this way, and it's got a full passage out. See, if you had 5 and the 1 had to go all the way through, would go all the way through 2. It would leave 2 here and go all the way through 2 with the other one because this one already has the 2. So it's actually telling you what it's going to do. Here's your 3 over here. The only thing that's going to pass through 4, if the 3 passes through 4, all you get is 1. If the 4 passes through 3, you get 2. Because the 2 missing pieces over here. On both situations, they're calculated to 5. 4 and 1 is 5. 3 and 2 is 5. 5 gets 0. Because it's already occupied by 1. 1 gets 1. 1 and 6 and what 6 and 1. Nothing disappears. It stays all themselves. It adds on instead of subtracting. See the 5? All we're going to add on is 3. We add on 3. Here we add on 2. 1 and 6 we add on 2. But nothing goes missing. 3 and 4, we add on 1, we add on 2. So on 3, we add on 2. As 4, we add on 1. As 5, okay, we add on 3. So you almost know where you're going with 3. Did we do this already? Let me write this down because I'm getting a little confused myself here. Right, 1125 is correct. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so 5 reverse 2 cube. So 5 and 2. We have 1, 2, 3. Add 3. 4 reverse 3 cube. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Add 2. Now, 2 reverse 5. Add 0. You had nothing. It's all in 552 is Earth. Here, okay, 5 reverse 2 and 2 reverse 5. Reverse. Five reverse 2, 2 reverse 5. Well, I did this already over here. 5 reverse 2 is 0, so it's 3. It's 3 for the 5, 2. And it's 2, 5. It's 0. 30 creation. So 4, 3, and 3 reverse 4. So it's add 2, and the 3 reverse 4. Add 1. But there's something funny because it's these 3 dots. You see this one and this one? So when we took it over, it's this one over here that goes in on this side. But when we put the 4 onto the 3 spot, right, it's these 2 dots going over. So we're going to say which 2 dots? Which are the 2 dots? These 2 dots. How do we describe their positions? These 2 dots. Is it 1 and 9? Because if I turn it this way, it's this one over here, which is 3 and 7. And then I turn it over here, and it becomes 1 and 9. 1, 9, 3, 7, and then 1 and 9 again. So really it's 1 and 9 and 3 and 7. And what's funny about that is they're red. They're both red, because in roulette the 19 is red, the 37 is red, the next one is 55 is red, and the 1 is red. Every 18, and then 2 and 8 is red, and 2 and 8 is black, 4 and 6 is black, 6 and 4. See, this one divides everything. Your 55 is a divider. 5, 5. Your 4, 6 is on one side or the other. So this sets of 1 divides. The black ones, the black holds no number 1 in it. Just trying to think of something. Hold on a second. 6 and 4, 82, 64, just like this is 91, 73, 28, 64. Is there another one? See, 91 goes here. So they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 sets. What do you get? 1 plus 9, 10. 3 plus 7, 10. 5 and 5, 10. 10. And where do we get all these 10s? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals 10. Well, why do you say that? Because they're all special. AAE. They are each first in their own domain. The ST, the ND, the RD, the TH, the 39, the 18, the 22, and the 28. To the cycle of life of the resident angel, the skies of Saturn. To the skies of Saturn, to Venus, created from Jupiter, and the resident angel, to life of Phi, separation versus, and this is seen on the bicycle cards as well. Not only does it do it this way, my question is, would it be done this way, on this angle? An obligation, because when you do it on that angle, you can always connect other angles to it. 8, 8, 8, 8. They all link up this way, this way, this way, this way on multiple angles. That angle, something to do with that angle. Anyways, this is what we have here. So the reverse of this would be, if the reverse of 4 would be add 2 plus the 3 dot, 2 and 3 dot, and this is 4 and 1 dot. So we have this one here, we have this one here, this one, we have this one here, and this one here. And the next one is the 6 and the 1. And 6 represents Earth. Its numeric value is 52, and 1 numeric value is 34. And that 34 is created from 64. So we get 6 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there we have 1. So when 1 comes across here, it adds 1 plus 1. When 6 over 1 is 6, they mirror their own numbers. 1 and 6, 6 and 1. 1 brings along this area here and this area here as if it was passing through not just this way, or it's blocked all the time and it's a wall. It's just one big wall. The only place to go is straight through there. There is no number, it's a wall. And it's your area. Maybe your wings expand this whole area. Maybe your wings expand the whole area. Maybe in the 4, you only need to poke out your head. So anyways, this becomes 3 and 27. This becomes 8 and 9. This becomes 4 and 4. This becomes 16 and 10. 7 and 1, coming to the 7th gate. So when you add up 1, 2, 3, 4, all the first of the kind, it creates 10. So now we have questions to ask, and I'm going to just put my face up here for a second. So we take 10 as the kit and caboodle. Ten is all 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals to 10. 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 equals to 24. The 24th letter in the alphabet 10 in Roman numerals. So we have a total of 34 and 14. To create this scenario, we have 6 times 4 equals to 24, and 6 plus 4 equals to 10. And this is your mathematics to create it. What is prime to 46? It's 2, 3, 3, 2. 23, 32. 23, 32 equals to 4, 6, 6, 4, or 46 or 64. Separation of the two is your 55. Now we add it up for our 10. The only other time you say 10 is when you say 10, 7, 10, 8, 10, 9. If you said 10, 10, I don't know what it is, but something to do with CB codes, maybe we can relate it to that. This one is also created from the spirit of 76, and this is C&E, time of the coming of the Christ. C&E, or a time period after or before. And this is 11 craps. Now, I was talking before about 6. And I was talking about 6 and 1. We don't need 6 and 1. 6 and 1 is replaced by the 5 because it is the 10, the total of your 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 together, bringing your 1 dot from this house into the 4 corners. You don't have that any other way but the number 4, but it's lesser. In the 5, it's more. It brings the totality of 3. Okay, it takes the totality of 3 into 2. See this 3? See this 3 over here? My 2, see the 2 over here? Not sure if it's this angle design that makes this happen. Because of this angle this way, if I would flip it onto this side of the dice, it would fill up here and here. But anyways, this is what happens. That's why I'm not using the 3 and 4, and I'm not using the 1 and the 6. I'm not using the 1 and the 6. I'm not using the 1. I'm using the 6. Okay, I'm not using the 3 or the 2 because the 3 and 2 are right here inside 5. So I'm using 6 and 5 to represent, and this is my 11 craps. And my craps are the reverse of 6 and 5, which is 1 and 2 reverse, 6 and 5. That's my 11 craps. 1 and 1 is the reverse 6 and 6. This is your freedom and the woman. Freedom, liberty, liberty, freedom. Liberty, freedom. And then the other one that is a loser is the 6 and 6 is a loser, 1 and 1. Okay, these are the 3 losers. 6 and 5, 2 and 5, 1 and 6, 3 and 4 are winners. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 winners, and 1, 2, 3 losers. 4 winners and 3 losers. 4 to one side and 1 to the other. So what is that telling you? 3 and 4, 4 and 3, 3 quarters. We talked about 3 quarters, right? 3 quarters equal to 75. The reverse is 57. 3 times 25, 3 times 19. The leftover balance is 1 quarter equaling to the sun, equaling to DC. The 1 quarter is 25 or 52. So that's 5 times 5 or 14 times 13, sorry, 13. 13 times 4. And this 13 would end up to be another 4, be 44. 13 times, sorry, this would be 44, area space. So we see why we're using 6 and 5. They call this Yo-11. We have different situations in mathematics that will happen here, and different situations that will happen here on these losing hands. This is 36 and 12 is 48. And this is how we create the son of Pluto. Oh, my phone is ringing. Um, give me a second. This one over here will equal to 1 and 2. Creation from where A and A comes in our standard depth. Where our A comes in, standard depth. STANDARDETH. STANDARDETH. Standard depth. 1, 2, 3, 4. We did 10-7, 10-8, 10-9. The reason for that, I'm just going to go back again, is because of the French. So we count for 1, 2, 3, 4. We can account for 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but what about 5 equals to 15, 6 equals to 21, 7 equals to 28, 8 equals to 36, 9 equals to 45. This equal to Fox. This is the heaven creation pass. This is the cycle. 28, 26, 20. T God. Where the passage can be looked at many ways. Carry. The other way to do this is actually to let me see if I can start that over again. There's a few ways to do this. You have to how can I put this with a marker? I don't know. I don't like that. But anyways, I was just going to show you a different way to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's ways to do it. I'm going to just show you different ways to do this. So you have this. No, that's no good. That's too big. It can't go past here. And what this does is, because there's a line that goes over it, and this is your dollar sign. I'm just trying to figure out if I put an I here, it becomes a gopher. Where is that here? Looks like my E world. There's one on this side, and I'm just taking a look at it, what I can do. Well, let me a second. There's not enough light. Something to do with where is this? Here. Just trying to look what the two Y's are. They pipes? Are they aliens? When a Y goes over a Y, does it create this? When you actually look at the Y, you see the Y? If I turn my paper around, it can actually look like a T. TY coming together. Just trying to figure out what the story is. Or it becomes a bridge. It absolutely just becomes a bridge between two sides. Maybe this is where the G comes in. I don't know what the reflection would be. So this is the T God because it bridges the two sides. T Bridges both sides. Now you'll ask yourself the question, why did we do this? Well, because 28, 26, 20. 2 times 8 equals 16. 2 plus 8 equals 10. The total is 26. 2 times 6 equals 12. 2 plus 6 equals 8. The total, 20. All 0 equals 6. 20. Add 6. The 0 equals 6. It's very simple. Here's your 0. Nothing around 1 equals to your 6. And it's also, the 0 is the 15th letter. 1 and 5 is 6. So this would now be 26. And now we start all over again. So the 20th letter is T. The 26th letter is G. The sorry. Whoa, big mistake. I was 2 steps ahead of myself. 26th letter is Z. All 0 equals 6. The reverse of this is 7G, the gateway for 20. The reverse of this is 1A. 17 is your gateway, which leaves you with 7 and 8. Stand on 17. This will equal to 15 Mars and 56, the student of Mars. White. 3. 7. And where do we come in? We come in at 49. We come in at the Christ. Where in the world did I get 49 out of all this? I have to figure it out. Number 3 equals 2. Number white equals to 65. 7, 65. Student, the number for the student is Yo 11. Student, Yo is 25 and 15. 25 Earth. 15 Mars, which then represents 25 quarter time, which is, we have to mark quarter. 38, 39, 49, 57, 67, 77, 82, 100. Quarter of time, and Mars is also a quarter of time. Quarter, Mars represents 1 quarter time of 60. 6-man creation, 66. 15 of 60 is 1 quarter. 66 is free. Dumb. Woman. Reverse 11. Reverse 44. Reverse 77. Jesus through the Son. 7 times 8. 7 times 8 equals to 56. The total is 71. 1771, reversing each other. 1 times 7, 7. 1 plus 7, 8. 7 times 8, 56. 56 plus 15 equals to 71. Just reverses each other. And the difference is 54, and that's the sun. So through the reflection of the gateway of the sun on Q, everything is about Q. Q is representing a quarter. T is the connection between both sides. T is your G. T equals to G, your gateway, your G5 to YZY. 78. 26, 26, 26, 26. 25, 26, 27 equals 78. 20, 40, 60, 65, 71, 78. And that 78 goes here on Q, telling me about Mars. The difference between, this is the sun. How do you get that? 9 times 6 is your difference. It's either 9 times 5, where you carry the 1, or 6, where the 1 is born in 6. This is what the paper says. So we see the YZY, that 27th letter, and that YZY 27th letter is now, it brings you to 27 plus 1, connecting the cycle of the moon. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video. I may do another video at 7:30. Thank you. Have a nice day.